So, what are some common questions that you're getting, especially on the OTR side? What are either, maybe it's the Volvos, maybe it's the actual operators. What are some of the things they're needing from you when they're trying to either deliver it to their clients or they're thinking about onboarding? Are there a couple questions that sort of stand out that are, key questions in making sure that decision happens?
Sure. First and foremost, customers will ask, will the sensor work with tire life? Will the sensor work with liquids inside the tire?
That's a big one.
Uh, and 9, 10 years ago, the answer to that was, oh, maybe, or it kind of depends. Today, unequivocally, yes, that sensor is designed from the ground up to work with liquids inside the tire, and I'll take it to any mine site, put it on any tire in the world, and it's going to hold up and it's going to work. From there, it's, can you get me the data via this? Or do you have something where I can just pull up an app on my phone and see my tire pressures? The answer is yes. Beyond that, okay, what's your warranty? How long are the sensors going to last? Do you provide on-site training and support? Yes, we do. We're in this industry. We understand the challenges. We understand the needs of the service providers, of the mine sites. So we're able to support the customers in the field all over the world.
That this Yard Check 360, you actually have a nice video. We'll be playing that during this interview. Is there? I mean, from I'm assuming the answer is no. There really isn't a limit. But what's the limit of sort of radius? Is it manageable up to a certain number of fleets? What would that look like at a large scale operation?
Sure, large scale application. If we're talking 100 trucks at a large mining site, there's no issue with that number of assets reporting in through yard check. It's very, very quick updates of data that are flowing through. So we're not bogging down a Wi-Fi network trying to connect to Wi-Fi or anything like that. So the way that yard check works is we install a gate reader, and by installing this gate reader, it's a box that we plug in. We've installed it on an electric shovel at the bottom of a pit before. We've installed them at scale houses. We've installed them on a generator. We've put them on a trailer that gets rolled around to different areas of a mine depending on where they might be mining at that given time. So we provide power to this box, and it creates a wireless coverage area anywhere from a half-mile to a mile and a half in all directions, depending on kind of line of sight and the terrain and so forth. So we create this very broad coverage area, and then anytime assets roll into that zone, into that yard check area, either stored information from when it was outside of the zone, or if they're operating within that coverage area, every 15 minutes, we're sending data to the cloud for both pressure and temperature information for all the tires on the machine.
Is there is Oh, sorry, can there be like multi-zone, like if a site, some of these open pits, they're just the scale of them, like mines in Peru, and they're just these giant operations. Can you interconnect multiple systems?
Jared, you read my mind.
Oh,
So we've also installed multiple gate readers at different areas in the mine site, so that we can either cover the entire mine, or we cover kind of the hot spots
the
where we
through
know
lines.
equipment is
Yeah.
running into or throughout the day, and that way we can dial in and see, okay, at this point in time, this truck was fine, but by the time it made it over to this gate reader, 10 minutes later, 30 minutes later, now we've got a low pressure issue, and we can really jump on that equipment much more rapidly.